Hi, now we're just going to talk about the sit-stay and a few little tips I'm going to give you about it. It is hard to train at the beginning because a puppy naturally wants to be with the mama because we've done some restraint recalls and they want to chase after you. So what we need to do is just start working on it and know some of the things that will help you if you have this little bit of knowledge. First thing I can say is you must have yourself sorted with your treats and something like one of these training skirts or a bum bag that you have easy access to, okay? Even a clothing with pockets is fine, but you can't be going away, grabbing a treat and coming back because that is a distraction. You need to have your food ready to go on your person. So we'll get that happening now. And what I do is I put a little bit in both pockets so that I'm using both my left and my right hand for rewarding, and that reminds me to be making sure that I aren't always doing the same thing on the one side, and that'll probably relate to our dogs turning and how they bend, etc. One of the things you cannot be doing is expecting your dog to have a long duration in their sit-stay and moving away from them before they're ready for that. You want to make sure your dog's stable in everything you can do right next door to it before you start walking away and making them stay there for ages, because that just is a bit of a scary thing for them. They don't want to be left alone. We've done all these recalls, they want to go with you. So what we're going to do first of all is I'm going to get Xena to sit. Good girl, sit. Yes, good dog. Very nice. Give her a little couple there. Good girl, and wait. So what you want to be able to do is do this sort of stuff. Oh my God, what a good dog, okay? She didn't move. You want to be able to move around like this. Good girl. Good girl, and wait. Good girl. Wahee, wahee. Good girl, okay? If you can't do that sort of stuff, it's no good you going, okay, wait, and going out in distance and leaving the dog there. You want to be able to really proof your dog. Good girl, and stay. So you want to do stuff like that so that the dog is thinking, oh my God, she's going to take off. All right? And notice how I'm giving a really high rate of reward here as well for Xena, because she is being a very good girl. Okay, so what you want to be able to do, sit and wait, okay, is do all sorts of stuff really close to the dog. Okay, so don't wait for duration until you can do all of these sort of things. Yay, baby! Yes, good girl, very nice. Oh, freebie, sit. Good dog. Okay? So going away from the dog is not recommended until your dog can do all of that proofing with you doing all sorts of body stuff. Good girl. Break! Yeah! You were so good! Okay, so another little thing that I always make sure is that I always have my treats ready. I don't want to sit my dog, sit and wait, and as I'm walking out, turning back to her, saying good dog, and then when I walk back to her, I'm digging around in my pockets, because that would just make my dog want to get up, especially a baby dog, because remember, every time you've gone and rewarded your dog, they've seen you put your hand in your pocket. So see how her head dipped then? She knows when I'm going to be putting my hand in my pocket, that something good is going to happen. So you don't want to distract your puppy. So what you do, good girl, is if you're going to come back and reward, you have your food in your hand ready to go. Good girl, and wait. You walk out. Good girl. You go back. Good dog, and you reward because you already had the food in your hand. This is really good also because your dog gets used to you having food on your hand, and they're not going to run after you every time you've got food in your hand. That distraction of putting your hands in the pockets can be very, very difficult for the young dogs. So another thing I do is I always make sure that when I sit my dog and I go out and I come back, even if I'm just doing little bits to the side, I'm always calm and I administer the treat. I don't get too excited with them until I have given them a release cue. And then if I've got the toy, I can play with them or I can give them the food. The reason for that is if you go back to your dog all excited and you, in a high-pitched voice, and you're saying, yay, good doggy, the dog moves, then you have just basically rewarded it for moving. So I'll give you an example, but I don't think Xena's going to move. Good girlie. You're sitting there lovely. Good girlie. Okay, and wait. Now you don't have to be coming all the way out here. I'm just doing it because I know that she needs this type of proofing because she's at this level. But if right now I was to go back to her and go, what a good puppy and all that, I don't think she'll move, but we'll just see if she does. What a good girl, you're so good. Oh, Zena. No, she's too damn good. Good girl. But normally, a young puppy, if you went back and did that, they would move their feet, they would move their bum, or they would even hop up and jump on top of you. So you need to make sure that you don't go back with that. When you go back, you just go back calmly, return to where you were, if that's where you started on that side, or return to the other side, and just calmly treat the dog, and then you can release them. Wait, yeah!